It's a very happy affair. From all of them, we'd like to say, thanks, Ty Warner. Your success is well deserved.
Hi, I'm Steve Canton, producer and host of the Beanie Lover video. I hope you enjoyed the history of Beanie Babies. Now, we're going to take you on an adventure that you've never been on before. We're going to the Beanie Lover Convention, to Rosie Wells' Midwest Collectors Show. We're going to talk to you about the art of buy, sell, and trade, show you how to spot counterfeits, and take you to a seminar on tag generations. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's start with the art of buy, sell, and trade. Let's talk about the art of buy, sell, and trade. Isn't that something that's very important to every Beanie Baby collector? Sure it is. And what's the best way to go about buy, sell, trade? First of all, check the internet. Learn about Beanie Babies. If you don't have a computer, read a book. Buy a video. Hey, there's an idea.
Now they're changing the prices on Thursday nights if there's been any change in the market.
What's the worst purchase you ever made on a beanie?
I don't think I've ever made a
The
bad
10,000
purchase.
you just...
The prices have raised so drastically that we've always been able to get out of them, even though the many bad buys that I did buy.
Okay.
So the market is really, really strong. So
Great. Who do you find as your regular buyer? How do you? Who would that be? Is it everybody or anybody?
everybody from doctors, lawyers, just blue-collar workers, and they all want Beanie Babies. So it's
Any age group?
Yeah, a lot of I'd say older adults. I'm middle age.
Garcia the bear. The beanies used to follow him around because Garcia traveled from town to town. He's pretty popular, as you can see. Some even say he's legendary.
I didn't see that first. How's it going, everybody? Yes, indeed.
I love the Christmas teddy.
There we go. All right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Yes, indeed, it is your old pal Sock up here on a Thursday evening. Yeah, those bears do look a little bit puffy. They do, Jeep Stones. 100%. Splashy Pants, good to see you. Satar, Tegmanak, welcome to the things, my friend. Your old pal Sock up. Not feeling that great this evening. Not feeling that great, but that's okay. That's okay. Show goes on. We do the things. Thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Hope everything is going fantastic in your world. Tex wants to call quickly. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, the phone line should be open. If you need the number, I'll give it to you again. I do have a guest that'll be calling in here in a little bit. Our good pal Snake Trapper will be calling in. Let me put the phone number up for you. Yeah, there you go. It's 585-708-DOOT. 585-708-3668. That's it. Save it in your phone, everybody. I need to do that too. Slap a Fish. Oh, thank you so much. Much appreciated. I do like the Lego background. I like a Lego thing, which I don't think it's I think it's legally different from Lego. This is like the store brand Legos. Oh, we got a phone call. Who could it be? Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, caller. You're on the air, I hope.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, my friend? Who is this?
It's Tristan. What are you doing?
Wow, my goodness gracious. I'm doing fantastic, my friend. I'm just hanging around, having a grand old time. How are you? What's going on? How can I help you this evening?
It's gonna be my birthday in 2 days.
Oh my goodness gracious, your birthday in 2 days?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that is fantastic. How old are you going to be in 2 days?
5 days. 5 old. 5 times. 5 old.
You're 5 years old.
Yes, because I'm 4.5 right now.
Oh my goodness gracious, that is fantastic. Oh my goodness, that's a big birthday. Turning 5, that's a good one. Do you have anything planned? Are you going to have a party or anything, or what's going on?
I think I'll have a cake or a pinata or something.
Ooh, cake or a pinata. That sounds fantastic. That's good. Yeah, happy birthday. This is a good pal Tex, everybody. His birthday is coming up in 2 days, which is good because that means it's Saturday. So your birthday's on a Saturday. It's a good day to be having a birthday. Turning 5 years old. That is fantastic. What are you hoping to get for your birthday, Tex?
A track.
A who?
A Hot Wheels track.
Oh, a Hot Wheels track. Oh, that would be fun. Oh, I love a Hot Wheels track. What kind? Do you have a bunch of Hot Wheels cars already?
Yeah.
What kind of cars do you have? Are they cars or trucks or what?
I have lots of trucks and lots of tanks and everything.
Oh, you got Hot Wheels tanks over there?
Yes, I have a Hot Wheels, but I have some Hot Wheels tracks too.
Oh my goodness, that sounds awesome. Can I come over and play Hot Wheels one of these days? Okay, yeah, that would be fun. I would love to play the Hot Wheels. So you make the tracks and things like that. Do you ever do the loop-de-loops?
Yep, I'll have that too.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Do they go now? See, here's the thing: the cars. Some people say, "Hey, Sock Hop, do you get upset about Hot Wheels?" But no, they're on a track. It's sort of like NASCAR. They can go as fast as they want to. It's okay. There's nobody's going to get hurt from the Hot Wheels, so that's okay. Do your Hot Wheels go really fast?
No, they're just ones that have launchers.
Oh, really?
Yes, they're just fake cars, and you have a launcher, and you press the launcher, it just goes.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome.
I know.
Oh, that sounds super cool. Yeah, hopefully you get some more Hot Wheels stuff for your thing, because that's the cool thing. You can add to your Hot Wheels collection. You get a collection started, and you start getting some tracks. You get more tracks. You could just make a longer track out of it. It's not like you got to start over. You add to it, and that's the cool thing.
Yes, I'll have a big track, and that's gonna go, and it will go all around the house. It's gonna be funny.
Oh my goodness, that has always been my dream. I have always wanted a Hot Wheels track that just goes all around the house, just like zoom, here we go to the bathroom, a zoom, we're over the laundry room, a zoom, we're in the kitchen, we're going over the refrigerator, whammos, and then the car just keeps rocking and rolling. That's going to be so awesome. I'm so jealous of you, Tex.
Yes, it's gonna be driving on. The track is gonna be set up on the walls, and I'm gonna drive on the walls.
Oh, that is awesome. Oh, it don't get no cooler than that. That's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. Maybe you can take a video of your track or something like that and send it to me so I can see it. I'd love to see it.
Yes, you can see my video of me driving it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, that'd be so awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for your birthday coming up. That's gonna be great. So you're gonna be 5 years old. So how many candles are gonna be on your cake?
5 candles.
You're gonna have 5 candles. Do you think you can blow out 5 candles all at the same time?
Yep.
You think you can? Oh, you sounded pretty confident.
I think I can blow one to the other one to the other one to the other one.
Oh, you're gonna do it one at a time?
Yep, I'm gonna be one to the other.
Well, yeah, no, that's the way to do it. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. You can blow out the candles anytime you want to. Any way you want to. That's the way to do it, Tex.
I know.
Oh, that's good. So what kind of cake do you like? You like a vanilla cake, chocolate cake?
We're gonna have a Peppa Pig cake. We're gonna have vanilla, and we're gonna have Peppa Pig on it.
Oh.
Gonna be cool. It's gonna be yummy.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love a Peppa Pig. I love a Peppa Pig. You want to hear my impression of Peppa Pig? Here's my impression of Peppa Pig. Oh, hello, it's me, Peppa Pig. That's my impression of Peppa Pig. That's the best I got. Did I fool you? Were you like, oh my goodness, that's Peppa Pig for a second? Because it's pretty good. I know I'm pretty good at impressions.
So, I'm wondering if I love Peppa Pig. Oh no, I changed my mind. I have a carrot cake with Peppa Pig on it. Okay, Peppa Pig loves carrots.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Wait, did you say carrot cake?
Yeah.
Oh, I love a carrot cake. Oh my goodness, you're making me hungry, Tex, over here, talking about carrot cakes and things like that. Can somebody order me a carrot cake? Just a slice or two. Sockup's getting a little hungry. I think that would be good. Some carrot cake, because you get your vegetables and your cake at the same time.
So what else are you gonna be doing?
Well, I don't know. I just sort of like doing the things. Yeah, the kid likes carrot cake. Yes, then it's all $9.99. It's surprised that you like carrot cake. But you like carrot cake. You're a man of sophisticated taste, Tex. You like carrot cake.
Yes, I love the icing on the carrot cake. It's so yummy.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. That is the good stuff right there. Now you like do you eat your vegetables whenever it's time for like you eat broccoli and things like that? Do you like those kind of things?
I don't eat broccoli, but I eat grapes and I eat olives.
Oh, that's pretty good. Wait, you don't like broccoli? I love broccoli. First of all,
I don't want broccoli.
You don't like it?
No.
Oh my goodness gracious, you're missing out.
But I love pumpkin pie.
Well, yeah, I love pumpkin pie too. Pumpkin pie is fantastic. I love a good pumpkin pie. But you gotta give the broccoli another chance, Tex. The broccoli is really good. I love the broccoli. It's real good.
So what else are you gonna be doing?
I don't know. Well, now you got me thinking about carrot cake and things like that. So now I'm gonna have to find some sort of late night baker and see if they can bake me up or whoop me up a cake real quick. See if they can play patty cake and do the things and send me a couple of slices. Because I'm sorry, you're making me hungry over here, Tex. And then I'm gonna start looking at Hot Wheels. That's what I'm gonna do.
So when Mom puts the video on of me, so I'll watch my Hot Wheels. I'll watch them. I'll press it so hard it goes all around the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I only caught a few of those words, but yeah, for sure, 100%. No, you send me a video of if you get some Hot Wheels things and get it going. Yeah, send me a video of it. That'd be great. I'd love to see it, and then and I'll show the peoples, and we'll have us a fantastic time. It'll be great.
Yes, then you can see what I looked like when I was doing it. You can see what I look like. You will like the red hair of me. I have so much red hair.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you before. I've seen pictures of you before. Tex, you got some awesome red hair. That's super cool.
I know you have seen the picture of me going down the slide at the park and me standing up in my hair going crazy. That was cool.
Oh yeah. No, that's the best. No, you got the coolest red hair I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen hair so cool in my entire life. I'm very jealous. I don't know if you can tell under this hat, but there's not a lot of hair going on. But I wish I had a bunch of hair like yours, and I wish it was red like yours. That's what I wish.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, Tex, I'm gonna let you go so you can move on, cause you're I'm being told by the stage that it's time for you to to do the things. But I want to tell you happy birthday in a couple of days. Everybody say happy birthday to Tex. On Saturday is his birthday. He's going to be turning 5 years old. A fantastic age. I remember being 5 years old. That was a great year. So there we go.
Bye-bye.
Yes, indeed. Oh, smooches for you. Smooches for you. I love you, Tex. Thank you so much for calling in, my friend. You have you a good day, and you have you a happy birthday. And send me that video you playing with them Hot Wheels, okay?
Okay.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much. Smooches for you. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it so much.
Bye.
All right, bye, Tex. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Tex. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, you still there, Tex? Oh,
Good
you're still
night.
there. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna hang up on you, Tex. Okay.
Okay.
All right, smooches for you. I love you, Tex. You have you a good day and happy birthday. If I don't talk to you, my friend.
Bye.
Bye now. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness gracious, Tex, ladies and gentlemen. Does it get any cuter than that? Does it get any cuter than that? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Hello, my friend. Who do we...
Hey, Sock Cop, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing pretty good. Who do we have on the line here?
You got the Snake Trapper, buddy.
Yes, indeedios. We got Snake Trapper on the horn. Yes, indeedios. Oh my goodness, Snake Trapper. I don't know if you was listening a minute ago. We were just talking to our good buddy Tex. He's going to be turning 5 years old in 2 days. Isn't that great?
Oh, that is super great. For some reason, I can't get your streaming on my computer, Sock Cop, so unfortunately, I'm not able to watch, but I can sure talk to you, my brother.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do some jibber jabbering. Ain't no big deal. But yeah, we was talking to our good buddy Tex. Parkour. Birthday's in a couple days.
Sock Cop is tops.
Oh, thank you so much, Johnny Gwynn. Johnny Gwynn just donated to the show. Do you believe that, Snake Trapper? Oh my goodness gracious.
Hey, that Johnny Gwynn's a great fella, Sock Cop, and I'd like to give a big old happy birthday to Mr. Tex, man. Tell him to keep on trapping little bugs and snakes, man. They're very fascinating.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's going to be turning 5. When you were 5 years old, were you trapping some snakes and bugs and things? What was going on when you were 5 years old, Snake Trapper?
All right, 5 years old, I had a pet roly-poly that I probably kept alive for about 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I've always been fascinated with bugs and snakes and creatures. Very fascinated with them, man.
Oh, that is fantastic. I love that. Yeah, keeping it for 3. I'm actually impressed. Keeping a roly-poly alive for 3 weeks. That's a long time. I've had hamsters that didn't live that long.
Yeah, I just gathered some of that dirt up that was around him, and he was under a brick, and I pulled back the grass, and there he was, man. And I named him Charlie right off the bat and fell in love with him.
Oh.
And so I put him in a little aquarium with his dirt and surrounded. I believe he would have lived a lot longer, but I put an old toad frog in there with him, and he ate him.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, those dang old toad frogs, they'll eat them. They'll eat them. It's sort of like a chicken nugget to a toad frog.
Yeah,
it's nice and compact.
Yeah, I thought, well, dang, if that's good enough for a toad frog, I'd tried it. But them old roly-polies are pretty bitter, man. So I done away with that.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness gracious, Snake Trapper. Okay, so for those you don't know, Snake Trapper is a good friend of mine. We've hung out and talked a couple times IRL, in real life, as the kids say. He's a super cool dude, and we call him Snake Trapper because he does do some trapping snakes. So tell the people that may not know you. Tell them a little bit about yourself. What kind of things you got going on there, Snake Trapper?
I'm a machinist by trade, but a snake trapper in life, and fascinated with the creatures. So folks have problems with them. They might think you're weird, but the first time they find a snake in their house or in their bathtub, they gonna show up to call somebody. They don't like to fool with them themselves. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. So it's not your day job. You don't go out like collecting snakes and stuff all day.
No, I do it on the side. Like I said, I've always been fascinated with them, and found out a lot of them wind up being tasty little treats, man.
Well, yeah, that's another thing I was going to get at. You not only do you trap the snakes and things like that, but you tend to consume them. Is that true?
Yes, sir, I will eat them. Some rattlesnake is probably some of the finest eating on the planet. A lot of states you can't even catch them or buy them, but here in the state of Alabama, man, you can eat all of them you want.
Oh, is that true? I didn't know that there was certain states you can't mess with snakes in some states. States?
Certain types of snakes. There's actually a few here in Alabama that you can't fool with. The cottonmouths and rattlesnakes are free game, but there is a southern indigo that you're not. A southern pine is an endangered. You can't fool with them. You know, it's like most creatures. The gopher turtles, you know, they're off limits. They're very tasty, but they've been on the endangered list or the protected list for years. So it's a very tasty turtle, but they're off limits.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I didn't know that. I had no idea that there was who makes these rules, Snake Trapper? Is there some sort of committee that says this animal you can eat, but this animal don't touch? Or like, how do they do that?
I'm not really sure how it works, but I do know that it's kind of like the sea turtle thing, you know, with what they did with the shrimpers, making them do all that stuff to their nest to protect the sea turtles, and you know they do all that protecting their nest on beaches. So I guess it would be the wildlife conservation department of the country, I reckon. Sock Cop. I'm not really sure who decides what you can eat and what you can't eat, or you know what's off limits. But I guess they do studies to find out, you know, what's falling off in the population count and go from there. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We're getting some questions in for you. You're a very popular guest already here, Snake Trapper. B Millie 333 wants to know which hand John the monkey uses to shoot with. I don't know what that means. You know what that means?
Yes, sir, I sure do. I have a real good friend called Otter Bob that does a lot of coon hunting, and he don't shoot them himself. He's got an old spider monkey named John that does it. He just has his dog to tree them, and then he'll send John up the tree with a flashlight and a .22 revolver pistol, but he is right-handed.
Oh my goodness!
That would be with his right hand.
Okay, so wait. Well, let me get this straight. So so there's a spider monkey named John, and there's a dog that trees him, and then the spider monkey shoots him with his right hand.
Yes, sir. He'll give him a little .22 revolver, and he'll shimmy right on up the tree. And you know, a lot of times you won't see it. You just have to trust the old dog.
Oh,
but if he's up there, the spider monkey will find him.
That is fantastic. I didn't even know you could like have a spider monkey as a pet. Well, I guess he's not a pet. He's like a business associate.
Yeah, you can. Now there was actually he actually had him out at the flea market. It's been 5 or 6 years ago, but he wore an apron, and you can walk up there and hand John the a quarter or a dollar or a 50-cent piece, and he would put it in his little pouch, and then he would tip his hat to you. Man, kids loved that, and it was a pretty lucrative business for him up there. You know, he'd rent a booth at the flea market, and I mean, shoot, at the end of the day, man, you know, kids would give him all kind of coins and dollars, and you know, I mean, he did that for 4 or 5 years with him.
Oh my goodness gracious, that is fantastic. That sounds like a pretty lucrative business. I would toss some coins. I would toss some coins in with that for sure. Oh, thank you so much, Bio. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, you could just hold the coin down to him, and you wouldn't have to toss to him. He'd come take it right out of your hand.
Oh, that is fantastic. How do you train something to do? I mean, I know you wasn't training him, but how do you train something to do like that? Or do they come out of the? Are they born knowing how to take coins, or what does that go?
Yeah, I think it's you find out what kind of fruit he likes, and I'm not exactly sure how to do it, but he would, you know, after he'd get about 4 or 5, those spider monkeys go over there to him, and then he'd give him a little piece of banana or a little piece of fruit or something, and he would get 4 or 5 more, and then he'd have to give him a little piece of fruit. Oh. But I guess a few years of working with him to get him to do that.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. I love that so much. So he would take it up to the flea market, and he would tip his hat and things like that, and have a good little thing going. That's a pretty good racket, if you ask me. That's a pretty good racket.
Yeah, once one kid seen another one do it, I mean, boy, they'd start nagging their mom and they'd go to digging in that purse. And you know, I mean, I've seen one kid sit there and give him probably about, you know, $8 or $10 just because, you know, old monkey would just put it in his apron and then tip his hat to him. So.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's premium entertainment right there. Premium entertainment. Yeah, there was a okay. So we got some questions now. I know you're a snake trapper. You're not a spider monkey expert, but the spider monkey is generating a lot of interest here. People are asking, are spider monkeys able to open carry? Did the spider monkey need any sort of license or anything to operate a firearm?
No, sir. This is in the middle of the Delta and the Mobile Bay area, between the Mobile and the Tensas Delta, and he would actually keep that thing on a leash till he got him out there, and then he would take the firearm and hand it to him before he went up the tree. You know, the monkey wouldn't walk around with the firearm. Matter of fact, once he went up the tree, if the coon wasn't up there, oh man, you had to get that firearm away from him pretty quick, because he'd already have it thumb cocked, ready to shoot. And, you know, ain't no telling, he'd come down and shoot it if there wasn't one up there. So. Oh,
he was ready to shoot something. He's like, there ain't no raccoon. Well, I'm gonna find something to shoot, because I'm a spider monkey with a gun, dadgummit.
Yeah, and you didn't want him to shoot that dog, that's for sure. Old coon dog, you know, they ain't cheap, you know.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Is that one of the like those coon dogs? Are they those like big bloodhound looking things with like the big floppy ears and stuff?
Yeah, they blue ticks.
I love those dogs.
You can have several different types, but blue tick makes a good one. Red bone, you know, red bone hound makes a real good one. Just about anything that'll pick up a good scent and want to chase something.
Ooh.
You know, they don't never want to catch that coon though, because a coon is a one mean animal.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, no, raccoons are very mean. They're adorable, but you start cornering one, they start getting mad.
Oh, they will come out of that corner.
Oh yeah, they'll come out of that corner. They ain't worried about that. They're like, oh, I'm a raccoon. I'm coming out. I'm coming to get you, buddy.
And you're not going to stop him.
No, because he's got teeth.
John around.
Yeah, if you got John, then you got a chance.
Yeah, we don't like, get him, John.
Oh my goodness gracious, that's fantastic. Oh, okay. So let's go back to the snake trapping here. So people call you snake trapper. If somebody has a snake that's around, if they're you know, maybe they're out there cutting the grass or something like that, and they're like, holy cow, there's a big old snake. I ain't dealing with that thing. Let me call snake trapper. What happens next? What do you do?
Well, I'll come over there and I'll assess the situation if they're still around. Most times they're in a car or in your garage, or sometimes they're in their house. If it's not a poisonous snake, I'll just grab him. You know, I mean, 9 times out of 10, he don't bite you when you grab him, but you know, they get their money's worth when they see you get bit. You let them think that it's very possible it can be poison.
Right.
It kept really well, you know, once it bites you and you holler like a woman, you know, just let out a big old scream.
Right.
And, man, I'm telling you, that excites them like crazy. But if it's a poisonous snake, then you got to approach it a different way. You got to get your catch pole or your stick, and you got to control that head. You know, that stick is a good way of figuring out which end, you know, the head's on, because that tail end won't bite you.
Yeah, no, you know? The head part, that's the one with the teeth. I don't know much about snakes, but I know that.
Yeah, you once you get that snake stick on his head, you got to grab him right under the neck, just under his jaws. And I was telling a little kid that one time about how you had to grab him right under the neck, and the little kid told me, said, "Well, they look like they was all neck."
That's true.
I told him, just grab it as close as you can to the head, you know.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. So right behind the head, that's where you want to grab him.
Right up behind the head, just as close to the jaws as you can get him.
Oh,
okay. And then take your other hand and kind of control the tail, because snakes are pretty strong. One will wrap around your arm and pull his head right out of your hand. So,
oh my goodness,
it's very important that once you do get him by the head, you do not let him wrap around your arm.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, that's a good tip.
Then he's in control.
That's a good tip. Rupert, you writing that down? Write that down, Rupert. There we go.
Yeah, Rupert, write that down, because you definitely don't want him to pull his head out of your hand, because all them latest screens in the world won't help you then.
Yeah, no, all bets are off. That thing starts popping out of your hand, and then you got just a snake on the loose. There's no telling where it's going to go. No telling where it's going to go.
Yeah, they don't realize actually how strong they are, but they wrap around your hand, and I mean they can literally pull their head out of your hand.
Oh my goodness!
Like I said, it's very important. Once you grab him by his head, then you start looking for the other end of him and just keep them separated.
Oh,
and
my
then
so
you can pretty much do what you want to with him then.
Right. Well, so we're talking. So these snakes you getting? I mean, are we like big snakes, little snakes? What type of snakes we talking here?
Well, probably 8 out of 10 times they're non-poisonous snakes. They're black snake, they're king snakes, hognose snake. Very, very, very rarely are they poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
But there are occasions where a rattlesnake will crawl in your air conditioner vent, or I had a buddy that had a trailer, and somehow, don't know how it did it, but one actually got in his toilet.
Oh my goodness, of course! I don't like that snake in the toilet. Oh no.
Well, he went in there one morning to use it and looked down, and the snake was actually sitting there looking at him. So, then it went back down in the pipe. So, he gave me a call, and once you realize, somebody tells you there's a snake in there, and he is actually living in the pipes in the sewer system. And what you do, you got to go over there and make that make a little noise on the side of that ceramic bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And that snake, if he thinks it's a little mouse or something, he's gonna start coming up out of that, up through the toilet, and that's when you gotta be ready to grab him by the head. You got to have like a little sock or something to make it think it's a mouse or something that it's coming after. But that happens more times than folks realize.
Oh my goodness! So wait, so they go into what? Can they hold their breath for a long time? Snakes or what?
Well, there's a little journey through your, about a 15 or 20 foot journey from where you flush your toilet at to your sewer system. Once they make that little journey, but yeah, they can hold their breath a pretty good while.
Oh wow! I never knew that. I had no idea. Ooh! Oh my goodness! You're scaring me, snake trapper. You're making me think about all those times I sat on the toilet and didn't take a look first.
Hey man, I always look.
Yeah, it sounds like.
It's very rare that it'll happen, but you can Google it. It has happened. Snakes do get in the sewer system.
Ooh.
Gators will too, except they're too big to come up through the to the toilet pipe.
Oh, gadzooks. Yeah, no, that's true. It's weird. I would be more scared of a snake popping through the toilet than an alligator. Like if an alligator popped through the toilet, I'd be like, alligator, what are you doing in that toilet? Get out of there. But if a snake pops up, I'm like, snake, get out of here. And then it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, flushing it probably wouldn't help either, man.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, Bama Big Man, I noticed he said grab the snake, something with a sock. I'm ignoring that. I'm pretending like he didn't say that because that's adding nightmares to the whole thing.
Yeah, I need to change that. Maybe Uncle Henry wig or something, man.
Yeah, Uncle Henry wig. That would be a lot better. That would be better. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I like that better. I like that story better than
that wig will get them every time too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because it does looks like a little possum or something like that.
Oh yeah, it looks like the rear end of one. So yeah, they'll want to try to get to the other end of it to get it, because they like to eat things head first.
So, really?
It'll be anything a snake eats, it'll kill it, do whatever, and it'll eat it head first.
Oh,
well, I got a good known fact about rattlesnakes and squirrels you probably don't know, Sock God, but you're welcome to Google this too. But
tell me about it. What we got?
Okay, your gray squirrels you find here in the southeast.
Yeah.
They're actually immune to eastern rattlesnake venom.
Get out of town.
Now, yeah, it will make them sick, but they will. What it is, they probably wouldn't exist had they not been able to build up an immune system against the eastern rattlesnake.
Really? It's interesting because I would think that a squirrel, it wouldn't matter whether or not it's immune to the venom or not. By the time a snake has its teeth in a squirrel, it's over with for the squirrel, you would think.
Yeah. I mean, now if it was a cottonmouth or something like that, it would kill it. But but your eastern gray squirrel here you see running around in our trees,
Right.
if a rattlesnake bit them, like I said, it would make them dizzy and sick, but they will be able to fight off the snake and get their young out of harm's way. Now, if you had a western diamondback come here, you know, it might kill the squirrel. But as far as your eastern rattlesnakes here, the gray squirrel has an immunity to the venom. Like I said, it will make them sick, but they will survive it.
Oh, gadzooks. I had no idea. Oh, that's a good question. We got a question here. Eastern rattlesnake versus western rattlesnake. Who would win that fight?
Probably the first one that got bit would probably be the loser.
So it would be a fair fight, basically. Whoever has the most snake biting skills.
It would be a fair fight, and I'll tell you what, we got these king snakes over here, these yellow green king snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Now they will actually eat a rattlesnake.
Get out of town! A snake eating another snake?
Yeah, that's exactly what they survive on is eating other snakes.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Matter of fact, early in the year, I actually witnessed a king snake eating a glass snake. But yeah, they will eat poisonous snakes too.
Oh my goodness! How confident are you in your ability to determine whether a snake, is dangerous or not? Is it, whether it's venomous or whatever? Are you pretty confident in that?
Oh yes, they're real confident in it. Most of them you can look at the, like for instance, you take a rattlesnake. They come in a lot of different shades. So do the cottonmouths.
Mm-hmm.
But they're generally look the same, just different shades. And you tell by their head. If you ever look at the snake and the head is kind of triangle shaped, where its jaws are kind of a lot wider than the actual body of it, that is a poisonous snake. But now you got what's called a coil snake. Its head is just as round as its body, but you'd have to know what the coil snake looks like.
Okay. But as like a rule of thumb, if it's like a triangular shaped head, you don't want to mess with it. Is that a good rule to live by?
That is a good rule to live by. You can just about bet it's poisonous. Oh. And then there are very few that doesn't have that triangular shaped head that is poisonous. But then you go by the colors. Like for instance, the coil snake is red, black, and yellow, and it is the same as a certain type of king snake, except the stripes the rings. I said stripes, but it's rings. Like if the black and yellow rings run together, then it's poisonous.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard like there's some sort of a rhyme about that, like black and yellow kill a fella or something like that.
Right, black on it is black on yellow kill the fella. Red on black, you can scratch its back.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good. That's good enough. We're learning a lot tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Learning a lot about snakes.
But they do look exactly the same and are the same size. But yeah, you just go by that color pattern.
Wow, that's weird how that works out. Now, do you wear? Yeah, we got some questions here. Do you wear any sort of like protective gear whenever you go out and if somebody says snake trapper, help me, I got a snake in my bathroom? Do you like suit up, or you just go in there in your shorts and Crocs and do the thing, or what?
No, if you're wading around in the swamp area, then yeah, you would want to wear the waders, but pretty much your arms, none of that's protected. You just got to rely on your skills, your quickness, and your catch pole or your stick. A stick's a good thing to use because if worse comes to worse, you can whack it with that stick.
This is true. Yeah, a stick is a very good whacking machine for sure. You can whack something with a snake. So you were talking about getting bit by the non-poisonous ones, even just to put on a show to show the people to think. So you've been bit several times by snakes?
Hundreds of times by non-poisonous snakes.
Oh my goodness!
Like if you called me to come remove a snake out of your garage or your garden, and checked it out, and as long as it's not a big python or a boa constrictor or something like that,
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna let it bite me, because that's the best way to control its head, is to just reach down and grab it about 6-8 inches behind the head, and the first thing it's gonna do is turn around and grab your arm.
Right.
And then you can just reach down and catch it behind its jaws, and it's not a lot of pain for one of them to bite. Like I said, you wouldn't want a boa constrictor or a python, a huge snake. They bite you. They really gonna draw blood.
Ooh.
But your regular old black snakes, hognose, garter snakes, stuff like that, they're not gonna bite you too hard.
So it's not like, I mean, surely it hurts, right? I mean, they got needle-like teeth. It's going into your arm. Surely it hurts.
Well, it hurts a little bit, and then it leaves a mark. But I mean, it ain't nothing. But just for the customer, I mean, you really let out a real big old burly scream like it kills you. Just for the expression on their face, man, makes it well worth it.
Oh, that's the good stuff. So not only are you a snake trapper, you're a showman too. You get out there and put on a show. I like that.
They will get a show.
That's good. What is the radius? Because you live around the Mobile, Alabama area, much like me, correct?
Oh yes, sir. I'm out in West Mobile.
What's the radius? Like if somebody in, let's say Biloxi called you, like is that too far, or what's the radius that you're willing to go in case somebody that's living close by is watching?
Well, really, nothing's too far as long as the customer's, willing to pay the bill. I mean, if they want to come just to watch the snake trapper catch one and possibly get bit, it's up to them. I'll go as far as they need me to go.
Oh, that's good.
You got some will really fork out some money for a good show, but I mean, if it's around town, you go remove a snake, $75. And if somebody got one in their toilet, or in their bathtub, or in their closet even, that's a well $75 spent for them,
Oh, 100%. No, if I got a snake in my toilet, I will sign over my 401k to you to get that thing out of there.
Well, goodness gracious, Sock Cop, I'm liable to put one in your closet.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, you get in those emergency situations, it's like, oh, I don't care what it costs, just do it, get it out of here, because it's either that or I'm burning the house down. One of the two.
Yeah, you don't want to do the latter route. You got to live somewhere.
Yeah.
just spend that $75. Snake trapper will come get him.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. That's fantastic. So when you do catch a snake, what do you do with it? Do you have like a container? Do you put it in an aquarium, or you got a cage, or what do you do with it?
I got a little bucket with a lid on it. Got containers with lids on it. I'll just throw them in that container, and 9 times out of 10 I'll relocate the snake. But if it's an edible snake, and I'm in the mood, he'll meet his Waterloo.
That's good. Do you have any good snake recipes, or do you just fry them up? Or do different snakes require different seasonings, or what's the deal with cooking snakes? Is what I'm getting at.
It's all your choice. I mean, whatever type season you like, however you like your chicken or your pork chops fried, is pretty much the same way you would want to do it with snakes. You'd want to cut them probably about 3/4 of an inch. Them little bitty small patties, depending on how big around the snake is. But pretty much you want to cook it just like you would your pork chops or your chicken. Just don't over fry them, because they will be tough.
Oh yeah, you don't want to over fry them. Oh my goodness gracious, Snake Trapper! We just got raided by our good buddy P_Chops. They were doing a show, and then they brought their people over here. So welcome to P_Chops. We got a few people that are very confused about what's going on. So I'll give you a quick recap. First of all, if you haven't met me, my name is Sock Cop. I'm a sock who was a cop, and I catch speeders. And I'm talking to my good buddy, Snake Trapper, who catches snakes. So if you got a snake that's hanging around in your toilet or your kitchen area, or even, if a snake moves in and won't pay rent, whatever it is, you can call Snake Trapper, and he'll come and scoop it up. So we're learning a lot, We're learning a lot about snakes, and here recently we're talking about the best recipes for the snake. So the most important thing, you season it just like you would a chicken, just however you like it. If you like it spicy, put some spice on there. If you like it mild, maybe just a little bit of salt, whatever. But as long as you don't over fry it, then you're doing pretty good. So there we go. All right, I think we're all caught up here.
Yes, sir.
Now Johnny Gwynn was saying, I think he may be interested in booking you on the show. You were talking about getting bit by snakes. He was wondering how much it would cost to have you get bit by a snake on the show, because I personally think that would make some good TV.
Well, for Mr. Johnny Gwynn, and it's not too big of a snake. I mean, if it's just your average black snake, or your glass snake, or your king snake, they won't cost Mr. Gwynn nothing. They won't see the snake trapper get bit.
Oh wow!
I mean, I'll always take one for the team.
That's good. Yeah, but Johnny Gwynn, you can at least get a 10 spot out of him. At least if you're gonna get bit by a snake, goodness gracious, you deserve at least a few bucks, enough to buy a couple of beers to forget about the fact that you got bit by a snake.
A couple of beers, or even probably one of them old Callahan hamburgers to do it, man.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that good stuff. Yes, indeed. Oh, those things are pretty good. Love those Callahan hamburgers. You go down there pretty good to the Callahans?
My buddy, Mr. Ben Griffith, just introduced me to the place. I mean, I'm a lifelong resident of Mobile, but I live way out west Mobile, so going downtown is almost kind of like going out of town for me.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I'm around the same part of town that you are. Zamlop, thank you so much for doing the following thing. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, because we're talking 30, 45 minutes to make it down to Callahan's for me. Even though the address says Mobile, it's
yes, sir. But I did get introduced. I did get introduced to them, and man, I really fell in love with them. So I will be making more trips back there.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Oh wait, we got a person here. Papa Sweet says, in talking to how to season the snakes, they said I would actually recommend seasoning it like a seafood rather than a chicken. But I like Old Bay. It goes better than 11 herbs and spices on a rattler.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever used Old Bay?
No, I have soaked them in some Italian dressing and grilled them whole. They're really good that way. I mean, you can pretty much, however you like your chicken, that's how you'd want to cook them, whether you bake it, grill it, or fry it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Pretty much want to do it that way.
It sounds like it'll pretty much take whatever seasonings you put on it. It's going to kind of flow into it, sort of like I know you're not a big tofu eater, but they say tofu. Whatever you put in it, that's what it's going to taste like. Is that kind of the same with snakes?
Well, I'm not really that familiar with tofu, but if it breeds, crawls, or rattles, I will give it a shot.
I don't think tofu rattles. I'm not sure. I have to double check.
Okay. Okay.
But that would be good. No, I would love to do a show from Callahan's. They do it. Callahan's is it's a local restaurant. If you guys don't know, which probably most of you don't, Callahan's is a local restaurant, and they got some real good food, and they have a bunch of bands and stuff play there. But sort of like if you're in Mobile, Alabama, it's a place that you've heard of. It's one of those famous sort of venue places. So I would love for them to book me one of these days. Maybe we could have maybe we could go in together, you and me, Snake Trapper. I'll go up there and do some comedy, and then if the people aren't laughing enough, then I'll be like, Snake Trapper, get bit by a snake, and then you pull out a snake and it bites you, and then and then we'll have a whole thing going.
Yeah, we'll have a blast, and then what we'll do after he bites us, then we'll get them to cook him right up for us.
Yes, yeah, they could use some of their special seasonings and spices and things. And I bet it would be delicious. They could make a snake po' boy.
It would only be fair for us to bite it if it bit us.
That is true. That is true. I mean, that's in, I'm not a very religious sock, but that's in the Bible. Eye for an eye, a bite for a bite, or something like that. So if it bites you, it's only fair for you to bite it back.
Right, or bite it and swallow it. Maybe it won't swallow us.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Sarah_Trees, thank you so much for following. Hot dog, yes indeed, yours. We're talking to our good pal Snake Trapper here. For those of us who are just joining us, we're hanging around. Papa Sweet, thank you so much for following. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Much appreciated. Snake Trapper, you were bringing in the people, my friend. You were bringing in the people.
Well, thank you, man. That really makes me feel good.
Well, no, thank you.
Because back in the day, I mean, people, I'm talking, when I was a young boy, I mean, people lived on turtles and snakes, and just now today, I mean, people look down on you like you're weird if you even mention eating a turtle or a snake. But I mean, I think that's the reason the gopher here in the southeast is endangered, because too many people like them.
Oh my goodness! Is a gopher? Is it tastier than a snake? Is a gopher real good?
Well, a gopher turtle, they got all different types of meat on them. I mean, you can find chicken, beef, pork, lamb. I mean, that's just some of the best eating it is. But I mean, I hadn't eaten any since I was a little boy. Grandma used to let us eat them, and then, we found out they've been put on the endangered list. Now they're protected. So if I see one in the road, I'll stop and get it out of the road and put it on the side and send it on its merry way. But man, that's just like watching a big old Callahan hamburger walk off,
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's true. So no, the turtle, I don't know, like the snake I get, because the snake is just sort of like a tube. It's sort of like this, So it's all just snake, whatever. But a turtle, I don't understand the anatomy of a turtle. Is it like is all the inside of it eaten? I mean, is it eatable, or does it have like giblets in there? How does a turtle work? What part of it can you eat?
Well, you eat the neck, the legs, pretty much the body part. There's not a lot to them, but you get a bigger turtle. There's plenty there. But I mean, you wouldn't want to go get a little 2-pound turtle. I mean, if you was going to do that, you'd have to have about 4 or 5 of them.
Oh. But, so it's like a crawfish in a way, if the thing itself is big enough, you can only eat like a very small part of it.
A very small part of it. But now, like I said, if he's big enough, if you can get one of them turtles like on the, that grow on the Galapagos Islands that grow 400 and 500 pounds.
Right.
I mean, you could have a feast there. But now, if you're gonna get a turtle, you want a good 10 or 15 pound turtle.
Okay. No, that makes sense. That makes sense, because most of it you can't eat, because you got a bunch of shell and you got a bunch of giblets in the middle and stuff. So there's only small parts of it you can eat.
Right.
Okay. No, he's not talking about. No, snakes don't have legs. Somebody said that they thought you were talking about snake legs. No, the snakes don't have legs. If a snake has legs, then you're looking at a lizard. Am I right?
Either a lizard or a what they call them, one of them old legless eels or something.
Yeah.
I never known one. I guess that would be. I ain't never seen one with legs.
No, I never seen a snake with legs either.
But if you get a big enough python or something, man, I mean that you can actually slice them, because they're about the size of a hamburger patty. Some of them.
Oh my goodness
gracious! You literally slice them about 3/4 of an inch, and they're a very good edible snake.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh, Papa Sweet says lives in North Florida near the border of Louisiana. If you can't tell, well, that's where we are. We're right in between Florida and Louisiana, right here in the Mobile, Alabama area.
Right, I guarantee you, Papa Sweet's eating them if he's down there in Florida. That's what they're doing with all them pythons that they're catching down there. They're not just relocating them; they're actually taking them out. But they got folks down there that buy them and eat them.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's the fellow that was talking about the Old Bay seasoning. So that
right.
He knows what's going on.
Oh yeah, he knows exactly what's going on. He'd probably give you a good insight on how to cook them.
Oh, that's true. Oh, we got a good question from Sarah_Trees. Do all type of snakes taste the same? Do they all taste the same, Snake Trapper?
No, they don't. I mean, they're
really?
Generally close, but they all taste good. It's all based on it's like you could probably get a chef like Emerald Lagasse or somebody like that could probably make any of them taste great. But no, they're some of them are a little bit different. Some of them are a little bit tougher than others. Some of them a little bit sweeter than others. But that if you're looking for a good sweet one, probably that rattlesnake's what you want to go with.
Ooh, yeah. I think that's what I've had before. I've had snake, but I'm not exactly sure what kind it was. I think it was a rattlesnake, but I'm not sure. Do you think you could do the Pepsi challenge? Like if I brought you a couple of kinds of snakes fried up, could you be like, oh, that's rattlesnake right there? Or, do you think you would know?
I believe I could pick the rattlesnake out probably from a python. I do believe I could do that.
Oh,
You know,
there you go.
that Burmese python is a great eating snake. You know, a lot of people, I know they have them for pets, but they better not let them get out, because I will catch them, and I will eat up one of them.
Yeah, that was
I'll
one of
eat
the
that with
questions
his
that we
bone.
got. Do you ever catch the snakes that are people's pets?
Yes, sir, I have. I've actually caught a python out by Big Creek Lake that actually took up residence in somebody's garage. You know, they called me, "Hey, we got a big snake out here." And, you know, every snake to folks that are scared of snake is a big snake.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, I get that a lot, get out there, and it'd be a little 2-3 foot snake. But I get out there and I shine my flashlight under the hot water heater where they last seen it. And, man, I look up there, stick that flashlight out there, and all I see is a big old tongue. You know how they'll stick that tongue out?
Oh yeah, they do.
Seen that tongue, man, and I'm like, my goodness, this is a big old snake. But it wound up being a 8-foot python.
Oh my
So,
goodness gracious.
So I got it out, and actually the fellow wanted to know what I was going to do with it, and I told him I wasn't going to turn this loose because it's a non-native animal, and he actually got me to process him probably a quarter of it. You know, told him how to cook it, and actually called me and told me how great it was.
Oh, that is fantastic. So, is that another service you offer? Is processing the snakes where you cut them up and hand them back to somebody and be like, "Here's your snake nuggets."
No, that's a one-time thing. I mean, he wanted to know, you know, because, you know, Florida's in trouble for people turning loose their pet snakes. But, you know, and you definitely don't need to do that. If you have one and you don't want it no more, don't turn him loose. Call your conservation officer, and he'll dispose of it properly. You know, I'm sure he'll call somebody that'll take it and eat it.
Yeah.
Because they're a very edible snake. And, you know, they need to do that rather than turning them loose.
Yeah. The last thing you need to do is just let them loose out into the thing. Into the
They
wild.
tend to get bigger in the wild. You know, you kind of stunt their growth if you put them in an aquarium or have them, you know, as a pet. But once they get out in the wild where they're not restricted, I mean, you know, they could get up to, you know, 18 feet long and close to 200 pounds.
Oh,
You know,
my goodness gracious. That's too big. That's too big. That's too big. I don't want to hear about it.
That is too big.
That's way too big.
That is too big.
That's way too big. Bama Big Man wants to know, is there a kind of snake that you will not eat?
I can't say that there is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to try any one of them. Now, I may not like it, but no, I think if, you know, I probably couldn't do a little bitty green snake or a little bitty ground rattler, you know, one of them snakes the size of an earthworm.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't eat one of them. I mean, it's got to be a 3 or 4 foot snake to really, you know, make it where it's something worth your trouble and effort to cook. But yeah, a little bitty snake, you don't want to fool with, because time you know you're trying to pick meat through the bones is like trying to eat a little 2-inch brim, you know.
Yeah, that's right. So with the little tiny snake, you can't just eat it. You can't just toss it in the frying pot and just eat the whole thing whole like it was a chicken nugget or something.
You could if you could swallow the bones, but I mean, man, I'd get choked over a fish bone pretty easy. But I prefer not to eat the bones or chance getting choked over them. But yeah, you definitely want one big enough where you can pick the bones out of it.
That's good. That's good. Oh, we got another question here from Louie. Does eating a snake make you more immune to their venom?
No, it does not.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, sir, it does not. The only way to do that is exposure to it, and that is a very tricky and dangerous feat to accomplish.
Yeah, do not try that at home, kids. Don't do that.
No, sir.
Don't go out and try to
Do not.
expose yourself to snake venom.
No,
Even though we make it
that's
sound very fun, please don't do it.
Right, please don't do that, because it takes, like I said, being exposed to it many times, and you never get to the point where it's still a possible chance it could kill you. You know, but
Ooh,
yeah,
that's scary.
Eating them does not make you immune to them.
Because the venom of a snake, it's not in the it's not in the body of it, right? It's up in. They got like little glands or something like that.
Right. They got 2 glands on each side of their jaw that their teeth are kind of like hypodermic needles.
Mm-hmm.
They got holes in the middle of them.
Ooh.
But yeah, the venom is not in the meat.
Okay. Yeah. So you can eat a venomous snake.
Yes, if you can. I mean, the rattlesnake is a highly venomous snake, and it's probably one of your better eating snakes. Them and python.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of type of boa constrictors are good eating.
Ooh. But yeah, so once you get rid of the head type area, then you don't have to worry about it.
Lady Wellborn, heart.
You don't have to worry about it. But now you do want to dispose of that head properly too, because that head, say if you was to just throw it out in your yard,
Mm-hmm.
and a week later somebody stepped on that head, it would be just like getting bit by one. So,
No kidding. A week later, you say?
A week later, if you step on that head, yes sir, and that fang punches you, it'll almost be just like getting bit by one.
Oh my goodness gracious! I didn't know that. Oh my god! Oh, you threw me for a loop there. I was just about to do a thing because we got another donation from my good pal Johnny Gwynn, but it said it was from Lady Wellborn, which is Johnny Gwynn's
tell
better
Miss
half.
Wellborn hello.
Yes, indeed.
Hello there, Miss Wellborn.
Hello, Miss Wellborn. Yes, indeed, the better half of Johnny Gwynn and Lady Wellborn. Thank you so much for that. So we're gonna take a look and see what her donation bought for the show. Let me get a drum roll, please. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's a light switch. I don't know what it does.
Ooh.
But we got a
Way to
light
go,
switch.
Miss Wellborn.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Miss Wellborn. I appreciate that. That's very good. I mean to interrupt you there, Snake Trapper, but we was talking about the venomous snakes and things like that, and all of a sudden we
That's
got a
okay.
donation. A lot
Yes, sir,
going
you
on.
can always interrupt me for Miss Wellborn.
You and me both, brother. You and me both. You and me both. So there we go. I'm gonna hit this. Rupert, hit that light switch and see what it does. Rupert, will you hit the light switch?
Rupert.
Hit the light switch, Rupert. Do what? Oh, it turns the siren on. Woo!
Oh,
Yes,
woo.
indeed. Oh, we got the siren going on. Oh my
Way
goodness.
to go, Rufus.
Yeah, way to go. All right, that's fantastic. I turn it off, Rupert. Rupert, would you turn off the sirens for the... Rupert, hit the... Okay, thank you, Rupert. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Rufus acting up on you, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he is. He is. He's not earning his money that I don't pay him all of a sudden.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Hey,
All right,
you know,
there we go.
old Rufus almost caused my cat to bite me.
Oh, is that true?
Yes, I was sitting there watching one of your programs, and sometimes when I'm on the computer, my cat Benny Boo Boo likes to sit there and watch, what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
And Rufus come running up to the screen, looking at it. You know how he does. And
Yeah.
he happened to look up and see Rufus, and I mean, he just hissed and jumped up, and I mean, I thought he went crazy, but Rufus scared the crap out of him.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Sorry. Well, part of me is not sorry because that's hilarious. But another part of me is sorry about that because I don't want to... Because I have a cat, too, and that cat... For whatever, there's certain things that'll trigger it, and its cat instincts just go bananas, and it's like I must kill, and it just starts attacking stuff. You know what I mean? And I apologize, but also I'm not sorry. Yeah.
Yes, sir. They hit the high road and get out of there, man. But he just wasn't expecting to look up and see Rufus looking at him.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, that's good. Thank you so much, Shin Solidus, for resubscribing. Oh my goodness gracious! What's the animal of the day, though? The animal of the day is, of course,
snake.
The snake. Yes, indeed. I did not download any videos of snake because, unlike Snake Trapper, seeing a snake does not make me hungry or make me excited that I'm about to make some money. It makes me go. Brrr, brrr. So I didn't want to download it because the people are very sensitive about the snakes. Some people see a snake and they're like, nope, goodbye. So
yeah,
I don't want to split the audience.
Yeah, like old Richard Pryor said, snakes make you run into trees.
Yeah, that's exactly right. 100%, 100%. I did it. You've seen the show The Snow. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not feeling that great. I don't know if I told you this, but you've seen the show. I do a. Sometimes I play the old harmonica and the old
yes, sir.
The rusty kazoo and things like that. Yeah, so I've been summoned to play the harmonica by our good pal Dennis R999, and then our the rusty kazoo by our good friend CK Rick Roller. So if you don't mind, and feel free feel free to, if you want to sing along or something like that, or you can be silent, Snake Trapper, whatever you feel like doing. There's no rules here. You can do whatever you want. But I'm going to play the harmonica, and then I'm going to play the kazoo. Is that all right?
All right, I believe I'll enjoy that, Sock Cop.
All right. Thank you so much. Smooches to you. Tricky McGee TV, good to see us. Yeah, Merry Christmas. A group of snakes. Always, whatever the animal of the day is, I always like to find out what a group of it is called,
Right.
Merry Christmas says a group of snakes is called a nope. That's a pretty good answer. That's a pretty good answer.
That
nope.
is.
Nope, ain't messing with that. Have you ever, Snake Trapper, have you ever had to, like, go and clear out, like, a whole nest of snakes? Or is it one snake at a time?
Yeah, we was at a hunting camp helping a friend move a shooting house that he had set in all winter, and this summer, we were going to help him, and he had picked up his shooting house with a forklift, and it had a group of rattlesnakes under it, probably about 8 of them.
8 rattlesnakes?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
They had took shelter under that shooting house, and he had sat in it all winter, which is a good thing it was winter, because if it'd been summer, they'd have probably been inside that shooting house.
Yeah, no, for sure.
There'd probably been a lot of shooting inside that shooting house.
Or at least a lot of chomping, with them snakes being like chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah, he'd have been looking for that one-legged snake stomp champion.
Oh, we got one more question before I make some noise here. Has Snake Trapper ever had to clear a snake off of a plane?
Off of a what?
Off of a plane. Have you ever seen that movie Snakes on a Plane?
No, sir, I have not ever seen it, and no, I've never had to clear one off of a plane.
Oh, okay.
Now, I have out of an automobile and a bus.
Oh,
but no planes.
But no planes. Okay. Well, there you go, Tricky McGee TV. That's interesting. No, I think you would enjoy that movie, Snakes on a Plane. It's got Samuel L. Jackson in it, and he's talking about snakes. And so I don't remember the plot of it, but there's people flying on a plane, and somebody's like smuggling like 1,000 snakes, and then the snakes get loose and cause all sort of havoc. I think you would like that TV. I think you would like that movie.
I'll have to see if I could find that on VHS and give it a shot.
Yeah, if you find, I think I may have it here. I'm not sure. I have to double check and see. I got a lot of VHS. I'm not sure. I may have that one. If I do, I'll let you borrow it for sure, Snake Trapper. No problem.
All right, I appreciate it. I bet if you got it too, it'd probably be rewound.
Yeah, probably. Which, speaking of, after I do all this garbage, we're gonna find out. We're gonna do the VHS of the day, and then I'll let you go because I've taken up enough of your time. But let me make some noise, and we'll do this thing. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Patooey, yes indeed he owes, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of harmonica for you. Little harmonica. Now we're gonna knock out some kazoo. I got the rusty kazoo here. Rusty kazoo, which it tastes like pennies, but it sounds like angels. So we're gonna play the rusty kazoo here. Mr. Franco, thank you so much for stopping by. A little bit of here's a snake song. Here's a snake song for you. I think you may recognize this song, Snake Trapper. Here we go.
All right.
Patooey, yes indeed he owes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, I dropped my things.
That was so beautiful. That literally brought tears to my eyes.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Snake Trapper. I thought that song may bring up some emotions in you. I thought it might.
That was so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Sir.
I appreciate that. That's good. There we go. Be careful. I think that song brings snakes up the bowl, says Club Joshua. Yeah, you got to be careful. Those snake charming songs, you don't want to be attracting too many snakes. But at the same time, if you do have one that shows up, you can call my good buddy Snake Trapper. He'll take care of it for you.
I'll come take care of it, and then we'll have us a meal over.
Yeah, that's good. How could if people do have a snake? Do you have a way? How do you like to be contacted, on your Facebook page or what?
Yes, sir. They can contact me on my Facebook page. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so find the Snake Trapper on the old Facebook page. And,
Yeah, they can
we'll
shoot
do
me a
things.
DM, and I'll get right back in touch with them.
That's a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. All right, here we go. We're gonna do the VHS of the night. I don't know if you ever seen this movie or not. This is called Blade, starring Wesley Snipes. You ever seen this movie,
Yep.
Snake Trapper?
Yes, sir. I have seen that movie.
Oh, it's
yes,
a classic.
sir. I sure have.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's Wesley Snipes. He's hunting vampires and that kind of stuff. It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't think there's any snakes in it. I don't think there are.
Now,
But they're
I
all
believe he's a
vampires.
Yeah, I believe he's a vampire himself in the movie, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. He's a vampire, but he hunts other vampires or something like that. I'm not
Yep.
real sure how it goes.
I guess
there
he
he
would
is.
be one of them you call one of them good ones then.
Yeah, that's right. He's one of the good vampires that
Yeah,
takes
one of
care
the
of
good
takes care of the things. He won't let the other vampires get you. Which, if you think about it, a vampire and a snake very similar. They got those two big old fangs. Some of them are poisonous. Some of them are not. Very similar.
You know, with him protecting you from other vampires, that kind of makes me think that he's trying to save them all for himself.
Oh, it could be.
You know,
It could be. He's like, get out of here with your garbage. I'm trying to. I want to drink these people's blood and stuff because I'm a very thirsty vampire, says Blade.
Yeah. So he don't want to share. He just may be a real stingy, and want to save them all for himself.
Nothing worse than a stingy vampire. Am I right?
An old stingy vampire that everybody thinks is a good one.
That's true. Yeah. Oh yeah. And Chris Christopherson is in. That's true. Deep Fried Studios. That's a good point. Johnny Gwynn.
Yes, sir.
Under the guidance of a professional vampire hunter, Chris Christopherson, when the bloodthirsty Immortals Lord Deacon Frost, played by Stephen Dorff, declares war on the human race, Blade is humanity's last hope for survival. There we go. Tell Snake Trapper, B. Millie and Juju say hello.
Hey, B. Millie and Juju, my
Yeah.
two favorite people in the world.
Oh my goodness gracious! I had no idea that they were that high on the list. That's good. I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad I read that comment then.
Yes, sir. They are at the top of my list. There's
Oh.
one other one up there with them, but they are at the top.
Ah, that's fantastic. Good. But yeah, B. Millie and Juju, good to see you. Smooches for you. I'm glad to have you here. Hope you're enjoying the conversation. Hope I'm treating our good friend Snake Trapper all right. Are you having a good time, Snake Trapper? Are you good? Are you regretting calling in?
No, sir. Stock Cop, I'm having a blast, buddy.
Okay, good. I'm very glad. There's a poll going on right now. Is it rewound or is it not rewound? What do you think, Snake Trapper? Is this copy of Blade on VHS rewound or not rewound?
Ben Griffith is just the best one at that. Stock Cop, I believe he is on good record. I'd like to really know what he thinks, but I'm gonna go with not.
Not rewound. Okay.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good. Yeah, that's a very bold prediction. Very bold prediction. A lot of them are rewound because most of the VCRs that I have, they have an automatic rewind feature. So even if the movie's very boring and I fall asleep during it, the VCR will rewind it itself without me having to do anything. So a lot of the times, rewound. A lot of the times they're rewound. But a lot of the times they're not. It's about 50-50. It's about 50-50. Oh, Sasha Rusek says, great guest. Sasha Rusek says you're a great guest, Snake Trapper.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And I agree with him. I have had so much fun talking with you today, and I could talk with you for another hour and a half. Oh my goodness gracious, you got so many cool stories. I bet you. You haven't even told us a specific story about. All right, here's what we're gonna do. All right, before we leave, I'm gonna reveal if this movie is rewound or not. And while I'm doing that, you think about what you think is probably the best story that you have of collecting a snake from somebody's house. Go over your Rolodex in your brain, pick the one that you think people would want to hear, and then we'll do that story before we go. Does that sound all right, Snake Trapper?
That sounds great.
All right, fantastic. All right, so here we go. We got Blade right here, starring Wesley Snipes, Stephen Dorff, and Chris Christopherson, and we're about to find out if this thing is rewound. Everybody's placed their bets. Snake Trapper says, you said not rewound, correct?
Yes, sir. I believe I'm going to go with not.
All right. Well, let's take a look and see. Let me get a drum roll, please. Blade is, oh my goodness gracious, I hate to break it to you. It's 100% rewound. It is rewound. Oh my goodness gracious.
I bet my good friend Ben got that one right.
Probably so. Probably
Yes,
so.
sir.
Yeah, Ben is very good at it. I've noticed. I go back and look every once in a while. I know some people have better records than others. 100%.
You think maybe he knew about that automatic rewind thing?
Yeah, maybe. It could be.
I didn't know about it.
But there we go. Yeah, no, it happens. It happens. But to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever watched this particular copy of Blade. You know, because some people, you tell people that you collect VHS tapes, and they're like, well, my goodness gracious, I got these 2 boxes in my attic I've been trying to get rid of for years. So why don't you come take them? And then I take them. So some of them I've never watched. So it depends on who owned them before me, whether it's rewound or not rewound.
Right.
So there we go. So that one was 100% rewound, was Blade. So there we go.
Okay.
All right. So before we go, Snake Trapper, do you have any memorable stories that you would like to tell us about catching snakes and things like that?
Yes, sir. I have a very memorable one that I will never forget in my life. It sticks with me every time I see or hear the word cottonmouth.
Oh my goodness gracious! This is going to be good. I can't wait.
Okay, yeah. I had this lady that had this beautiful rock garden built out close to her pond, and after about a year later, she had called and said that she had some water moccasins that she believed, because they're a short and stubby, fat little snake. It's easy to tell that type of snake had invaded her rock garden, her rock pond, and wanted to know if I could come out there and remove them. And I agreed to do that. Well, I get out there and assess the situation, and she's got about 8 or 10 moccasins running around in this little area. And it's done growed up with lily pads. So I spent about 4 hours out there with a catch pole and wound up catching, I think it was about 8 of them, I believe.
Oh, my goodness.
And I actually had them in a bucket and, gonna do the right thing, gonna take these things out to a swamp out off 158 and relocate them. Well, about 3/4 of the way down there, I'm in my truck, and I look over, and the lid has been knocked off my truck.
No.
I mean, off of the bucket. That's the reason now everything I use has a self-made lid that will not come off. Because I guess the cinder block had fell off of the piece of plywood that I had over the bucket. Well, man, I like to never got that vehicle woed down to get out because I knew there was 4 or 5 poisonous snakes running around in the cab of that vehicle.
Oh.
It was a king cab. They was on the in the back seat area. I had the seat lifted up. But when I looked back there and realized that lid had been knocked off, oh man! So it took me about another 4 or 5 hours to get them all contained again. So that's one thing that kind of stuck with me. So I don't use anything with a lid on it that'll fall off. If you turn the vehicle over, my lid's still gonna be on my bucket or my container.
Oh my goodness gracious! So you're telling me you're cruising down the road, you got 8 poisonous snakes in a bucket, the lid comes off of that bucket, and you're having to spend several more hours trying to find all those poisonous snakes to get them out of your car, out of your truck?
To get them out of my truck.
Oh!
Yes, sir. I just had a piece of plywood sitting on the bucket with a cinder block on it. And I guess turning corners or what have you, when I heard the noise and realized the lid wasn't on it, I looked back there and instantly knew that some of them had got out. Well, you got to be careful in the way you move because, they're a very aggressive snake and they're going to hit anything that moves. So, you know, and you got to move your feet to get on the brake, and then you got to open the door.
Oof.
But, you know, you're scared to reach back in there and get your catch pole. I mean, you're just terrified.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where they're at. At least when they were in that rock garden, you know, you knew where they were at. You know,
Right.
but shoot, when they under the seats and up in the dash, I mean, you know, Lord, man, goodness gracious alive, that gave me the creeps just thinking about that.
Oh, you and me both, brother. Oh my goodness gracious! How come? Oh wait, so it was. So you're driving a truck. How come you didn't
Yes,
put it in the back of the truck? Why do you have it in the cab up there with you?
Well, because I couldn't secure the lid on it, you know, in the back.
You
of the
just
truck
using
don't block.
plywood for the lid. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
and I kind of had it wedged up, you know, had the seat raised up. Well, in the back of the truck, it's just going, you know, it would surely get turned over.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you could kind of set it down in the back of the truck, and you know, where you had the seat raised up to kind of. But I mean, turning the corner, man, look back here, and that block was gone. I mean, I like to swallow
Whoa.
the frog.
Oh. Oh my goodness gracious! Yes, indeed. I can believe that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So if this is before you decided you got to have these lock and lid things on there. So you
Yes,
just
sir.
said, hey, I'll
Probably
just put some plywood and some cinder block on it, and it'll be fine. It'll be good.
Wedge it in the back of my seat, man.
Right.
It can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
know?
You would think. Yeah. You would think it would be good, but then all of a sudden, it does, and then you're like, well, lock and lids for me from now on.
Man, you know, you when you first notice it, your heart starts beating in the rhythm of the Jaws movie. You know, you know, I mean, man.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Oh my goodness! Just the fact that you was able to get them all out of your truck, and not just say, "Well, goodbye truck," and set the whole thing on fire. That makes you more of a man than I could ever be. It's I find that very impressive, Snake Trapper.
Well, I was kind of very poor at the time, and I wasn't gonna give it up to them snakes. I mean, I was gonna get bit if I had to. I needed that truck.
That's it. Yeah,
That truck
poverty
was,
is one heck of a motivator. I 100%. I'm with you on that.
Yes, sir. That truck was making my living, man, and I couldn't give it up to no snake.
Yeah, can't give it up to no
or
snakes.
5 or 6, you know. I mean, no.
Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my goodness gracious! God.
But it all worked out. You know, I learned something from it.
Mhm.
You know, they say the best experience you can get is bought experience, and boy, that one really liked to cost me.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah. Rick Henry says that he would use a metal garbage can with padlocks and an armed guard.
I'm gonna talk Rick Henry into eating a rattlesnake.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. I
He
love
don't
that.
believe I can do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. You know, Stock Golf. If you ever get a chance, you need to get you one of them hugs from Rick Henry.
Oh,
That
I would
fella,
love to. Yeah. I've never been
he
able
will-
to. For those of you who don't know, Rick Henry and also Snake Trapper are also fans of our good pal Uncle Henry. I've been on his show several times, and he
Yes,
does
sir,
a
he
show Friday nights downtown Mobile, and some of us will go down there and watch it. But Rick Henry, I've never been down there at the same time as Rick Henry, so I've never gotten one of
my
those
goodness.
hugs. But Rick Henry is very famous for his hugs. He gives very good hugs, and one of these days I'm going to get me one, but I have not as of yet.
Hey, his hugs are literally changing the world, buddy.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Yes,
thing.
they are.
I love it. See, that's why me and Rick Henry are good buddies. That's why
Yes,
we're
sir,
good
he
buddies.
He is one fine fellow.
That's a beautiful thing. Well, Snake Trap. Oh my goodness gracious! I got to tell you, I don't like to play favorites, but this is one of the favorite conversations I've ever had. I got to tell you, I haven't been feeling good. Everybody in my house is sick. The little baby sock, she's got a cough and she's all congested and everything. It's been a rough couple of days, but talking to you has really made my whole day. I feel a lot better. I feel like you've healed me with your conversation and your stories, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much for calling in and talking to me today.
Well, Sock Cop, I sure hope Baby Sock and you get to feeling a whole lot better, and I'll sure lift you up in my prayers, buddy. And you know, I hope that you come through this fine. And man, I've really enjoyed talking with you, brother.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Yes. No, this has been a blast. I appreciate it. I appreciate your friendship. You're a fantastic guy, and goodness gracious, I hope you keep catching them old snakes and staying safe while you do it, because it's one of those things that it's like I know that's your passion. I know you like going out there and catching those snakes and messing with them and stuff like that, but it's also a dangerous thing. So part of me wants to be like, yes, go get all those snakes, snake trapper, you go get them. But then another part of me is like, don't get bit, snake trapper. I want
Yes,
you to be
sir.
okay, buddy.
You know, I am kind of getting on up there in age, and Father Time is trying to catch up with me. Unfortunately, my son, you know, don't nothing to do with him, and I'm not going to coerce him into following in my footsteps. You know, he's got his own career and going in his own direction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just about time to turn it over to a younger man, because once them snakes become faster than you, then you become the hunted. Then, so you know,
That's true. You should put that on a T-shirt right there. That's some good stuff. That's some good. If the snake is faster than you, who's hunting who? That's good stuff right there.
Yes,
That's good
sir.
stuff.
That's
We need
a
to.
fact.
So, if anybody watching would like to be an apprentice, would you be down to training a snake catching apprentice?
Yes, sir. I sure will. I'll definitely show them what not to do. You know, there's a lot you can do, but there are some things that you don't want to do.
That's true.
Like the number one rule is you don't want that poison snake to bite you.
Right.
You know, because you know, like I said, if very few people will survive that, at best you'll lose skin tissue. You know, and unless it's one of them things where, like I said, you've just been exposed to it so many times, you know, and in such small proportions over years, you know. I mean, then you it's something you could survive through. But yeah, if you just walk out there and one bites you, I mean, you know, at best you're going to lose cartilage, skin tissue.
Ooh.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's
snake
not a good
trapping. That's
thing.
something you want to ease into that. Like a hot bath. You don't want to cannonball into it. You want to ease into it like a hot bath.
Yeah, because you cannonball in that hot bath, you're going to get scalded.
You exactly right. That's right. There we go. Oh, all right. One more question before we go. Have you ever been bit by a poisonous snake?
Yes, sir. I have been bit by poison snake.
What
Probably
happens? Do you have to go to the hospital or what?
Well, no. It's just because I've been exposed to the venom. I won't reveal what I've done, because it's something that somebody would go out and do, and it's something I definitely wouldn't ever recommend. But you know, I was a little wild in my youth, and so no, I've never been hospitalized, but I have been seriously injured.
Oh wow!
And you know, and had to have surgery. But no, nothing, never major, or nothing I could pull through. But you know, it's definitely just best to avoid getting bit.
Yeah.
Or being exposed to that venom.
That's the best
Like
thing
I
to
said,
do.
it's just, you know, if you step on one of them old heads, that's the reason when you cut the heads off of them, you definitely got to, do away with that head in a proper way. You know,
Ooh.
Put it in a burn barrel or something. You got to destroy it.
You
Can't
still
just throw it
freaking me
out
out
the
with
door.
that whole thing. Like you could step on it a week later and it's like it's biting. That's still blowing my mind. That's still blowing my mind. I did not know that.
Yeah. Like I said, it's you cut that head off and throw it out there. I mean, like I said, it's sitting there just like a, you know, if you step on that tooth and it gets you and pumps that poison, and you know that poison's still potent. You know, it don't die just because the snake did.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, Snake Trapper, thank you so much for talking to me today. It's your voice has healing powers. I'll tell you that right now. Not only are you good with snakes, but your voice has healing powers. I can guarantee that.
Oh, well, thank you very much for that, Snake. Sock Goblin, I've had a blast, buddy, and it was nice talking with you.
Oh, fantastic talking to you too. We'll do it again one of these days. This will be good, and I can't wait to see you again in real life.
Yes, sir. Well, you take care and have a good weekend. And like I said, I hope y'all get to feeling better, man. I'll sure be thinking about you.
Oh, much appreciated, Snake Trapper. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling, and we'll talk to you again soon, my friend. You have a fantastic weekend, and be careful around them old snakes, okay?
Yes, sir. You take care.
All right, smooches for you, my friend.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Yes, indeed. Oh, Snake Trapper, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. What a fantastic guest. Oh, we learned so much. I think this may have accidentally been one of the most educational shows that we've ever done. So I'm feeling good. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. I love how Johnny ditches for YouTube. Well, yeah, YouTube's pretty good. YouTube's pretty good. So there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait. I did want to tell you this. I forgot to tell you before we leave, real quick before we leave. I forgot to tell you this past weekend. Was it this past weekend? Anyways, recently was Father's Day, and I wanted to show you what Baby Sock got me for Father's Day. This is awesome. Check this thing out. Wait, hang on. I got to set it up real quick. This thing is cool. Check this out. This is what Baby Sock got me for Father's Day. I want to show you real quick. I got a few gimmicks that we're gonna do with this, but I just wanted to show you real quick. Give you a quick intro into what we got. All right, we got to go to the other camera. Go to the other camera. Do it. All right, there we go. Wait, hold on. There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that cactus. Oh, it's a dancing. Yes, indeedios. Snake Trapper is awesome. He catches all them snakes. Dookie. Shin Solidus says Dookie. Is that not the greatest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? Is that not the best thing? Yes, indeedios. Alright, Cactus, say goodnight. No, just say goodnight. Don't say the cactus part. No, don't say the cactus part. Just say goodnight. Good night. All right, there we go. It's stealing my whole act, that cactus. No, don't stop copying me, cactus. No, you stop it. Stop it. All right. I'm a big dumb idiot. Ah, you hear that, cactus saying it's a big dumb idiot? Ah, that's fantastic. Shut up, cactus. Anyways. All right, turn the cactus off. Would you turn the cactus off? No, oh my goodness gracious. All right, there we go. All right, now I got it off. All right, everybody. That's what Baby Sock got me for Father's Day. Isn't that the best? Isn't that the greatest thing you've ever seen? Oh, I love it. I love everything about. I love it and everything it stands for. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you so much, Snake Trapper, for calling in, making me feel better. I'm still over here with a fever and sweating, but dadgummit, mentally, I'm feeling fantastic. What if you had two of them and they copied each other? Oh, then it's all 999. Now you're starting to get into like this whole, like some sort of cosmic. I don't even know what would happen. You might tear the fabric of the universe if you did that. Who knows? All right, there we go. But if you are going to bed, let me tuck you in. Oh, pardon me. A tuck, 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 tuck. Smooches for you. Mwah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. This was so much fun. I hope you had, if you had at least half as much fun as I did, then dadgum, you had a good time. So there we go. We'll see you again no later than Tuesday, right here in the kingdom of Twitch, doing the things. And there we go. I'm not going to rate anybody because I don't feel like going through the whole song and dance and being like, hey, look, it's me rating you. And, talking blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like it. I'm not feeling good. I'm ready to go to bed. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not rating. Tough. All right, everybody. Sockop loves you. And we will see you here soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Your very valuable time. And have you a good weekend and whatnot. Hope you're streaming well, yeah, exactly. Twitch.nerdv2, thank you so much for following. Yes, indeed. Smooches for you. Smooches for you. Medicated Sock says it's bedtime. You got that right, Ben Griffiths. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube and watching on the Facebooks and things like that. Yes, indeed. Deep Fried Studios, you, Johnny and Lady Webborn, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Guardian Phone next week. Next week we'll do it, Fish Taco. We'll do it. All right, here we go. Play the goodbye video that I love so much. It's just so perfect. I love this video. Love you, everybody. Have you a good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.